Oh, all right. Hey everyone. Today we are doing a Ruck selection challenge. I am going to be doing a Canadian Special Forces Operations one that I've found on the internet. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Let me get you the specs. I'll throw them up on here as well. I'll also throw the route specs up on here I'm doing. I have to do a 12-kilometer ruck, 35 kilogram rucksack, and I have to do that in 2 hours and 24 minutes. So that's about 12-minute kilometers, which is an okay pace. I average like a 10, 11 kilometer pace with a 45-pound ruck in my regular ruck training. 77 pounds, which is going to come out to a bit, 35 kg, is that weight where it's heavy. You feel it. It's not soul crushing bad, but it's heavy enough where it's uncomfortable, and especially over 2 hours. So I have to maintain pace here. It's not an easy ruck by any means for my current skill level. The route I'm taking is 6 kilometers out, 6 kilometers back, a little more just for margin of error. The 6 kilometers out is mostly uphill, so that's going to be probably a little slower for me, more so 13 kilometers an hour. On the way back, I'm going to have gravity helping me out, and so I'll probably be a little faster, maybe like 11 kilometers an hour, maybe 10 at times. I will throw in some sprints in there a little bit, and that's what we're doing. The dog's coming along with me, Scout, to keep me company, and so is the wife. What do I got in here? Oof! I've got the Rucker 2.0 coming with me. I have the waist belt on, that's going to help a lot. Whenever I've done like heavy weights, like a 75-pound ruck, which I've tested before, the legs survive with shorter rucks, you know what I mean? It's usually my traps that get to me, so the waist belt will help. That being said, let's get this kicked off pretty soon. Let me do a little weight test with you guys. I think I weighted this. It comes in about 37 kilograms. That's because the standard is you got to be 35 kilograms dry with no water, no supplies, no food in there. So let's weigh this out. I have my handy weight here. Let's get this weighed. You gonna help me out, Scout? All right. Ugh. What do we got here? We got about 37 kg, so about 2 kgs over. That's with my bladder. Dry, we're up just a bit over 35. So, from a weight perspective, we're meeting the standard, and we're almost ready to go, guys. Let's do this. All right, let's get this going. Always starts off feeling pretty good. Awesome, so I'm gonna start my timer. Let's go. Right now we're 10:21 pace, pretty good. We're on flat ground. Ruck feels all right. The waistband really helps. We'll see how we maintain this as we start heading uphill, a steeper incline. All right, we are about 3.5 kilometers in and 36 minutes. So just a little over 10 minute per kilometer pace. We might even do sub 2 here. I gotta wait and see how it goes along for up to the 6 kilometer, the peak of our elevation, because then after that I turn around and we're just downhill. There I might even do a couple sprints just to make sure we get under the 2 hour mark. Feet are feeling good. I'm wearing the Solomon Guardians. Here they are. They're great. They got a wider toe box. The Solomon Last fits me really well. I feel good in them. I've never really had blisters, so it's good. Lace up really well. They're light enough. There are lighter boots out there that are more sneaker-like, but these are what I rolled with today. The 35 kg feels all right, especially with the waist belt. It's not too bad. Right now I'm at one of the steeper inclines. I don't know if this camera does it justice, but we're probably, I'm guessing, at a 30% grade right now. Definitely feeling on the uphills. I'll check in at the turnaround again at the 6K mark. All right, I just hit the 6 kilometer mark. I'm 1 hour and 4 minutes in, so I'm pretty good on a 10-minute pace. Things are looking good. I might be able to do a sub 2 12 kilometer ruck with 35 kg on my back, which would be awesome. The tough part is out of the way, getting uphill. Few hundred meters, nothing too crazy, but I don't know, man. With 35 kilograms on your back, you feel those slight uphills. I'm gonna have to do some sprints to make up for time because I am over by about 5 minutes. So on the downhills, I gotta make up at least 5 minutes. That means I need to be running 9-minute kilometers in order. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. All right, I'm coming up on 8 kilometers, 2/3 of the way there, an hour 24. So just behind a little under 4 minutes in order to meet the 2-hour mark. It's downhill all the way, so 2 hours seems achievable. Just gotta maintain that 9-minute pace. I'll check in towards the end. I'll probably have to sprint a little bit, but we'll see. All right, checking in for my last kilometer. I'm dying. I'm trying to do this sub 2. I think I can do it. Right now, just over 11 kilometers in. 1 kilometer to go. I have 1 hour 51 minutes. That means I need to do 1 hour 52, which means I need to do an 8-minute kilometer. So I'll get some do some running in. Oh. Got the wife and the dog with me. Keeping me company, that always helps. I'm doing like a 6:40 pace right now. I should be fine. I should get these 12 kilometers in just under 2 hours. Just gonna do walk run. Don't want to blow myself up too much. Alright, I'll check back in a minute. I am 200 meters away from 12 kilometers. I have a minute left. So I'm going to break the 2-hour mark, which is pretty rad. I'm just going to sprint this last minute with you guys. Oh, there it is. 12K, 159.27. That's it. I'll check back in and load my ruck with you guys. All right, just doing some bonus distance coming into the cottage. Oh. Wife and the dog are back okay. They survived. Let's offload this thing. Oh my gosh. Oh. 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 Oh, the best part. Oh. 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 That was great. All right, so what did we learn? I can do a 12K sub 2 hour ruck with 35 kg on my back, which is pretty cool. Feet felt good, got a little hot towards the end as I had to sprint a little bit. Made a plan and stuck to it, which is pretty cool. I headed out with the idea of finishing this out at least sub 2 hours, 24 minutes, meeting the standard. As soon as I got to the 6 kilometer mark, I had a good feeling I could do a sub 2, so why not go for it? I had to run most of the way back, but I felt all right. It wasn't the worst thing. It definitely did put a strain on my feet, but I felt good. I could have probably gone a little more. That's awesome training. It's good to kind of know I can do this and what my baseline is. I don't want to give the impression that I could do a regular sort of selection ruck. The 2 hour, 24 minute, 35 kilogram is the bare minimum for these selection standards. Candidates who are actually doing these selections are rather softened up by the time they're doing this. And while they're rucking with like base 35 kg, like I said, they're softened up. They've been doing some PT for a couple of days maybe. They're sometimes carrying stuff with them. They got to carry jerry cans, sandbags, other things. Sometimes they're carrying dummies. So if you set out to practice and meet these standards, try and make sure you don't meet just the bare minimum, because there's always going to be these surprises, right? The headed uphills sometimes you have these steep inclines, sometimes you got extra gear, like I said. But it was an awesome experience. I'm glad I did it. I'm going to do more of these. Do me a favor and like and subscribe for this. And I'll try to do more rucking videos if you guys like it. Anyways, thanks for coming along with me, and take it easy. Ugh.